How did you hear about this anyway?
It was over the radio. I heard about Willie Stargell asking people to help, and so decided to help.
How do you feel about Willie Stargell pitching in to help steelworkers? Do you think it's something that sports personalities should do more of, or what?
I think they have they can influence people and bring it to worthy causes, people's attention.
Today is last back to school day.
What's your name, by the way, so you
It's Mike Fulton.
Where are you from?
Allen.
Will receive a free tote bag courtesy of RAP. Repeating, the first 10,000 youths with a paid ticket will receive a free RAP tote bag. As part of Willie Stargell Day, each fan entering the park will receive a Willie Stargell commemorative guide along with 5 RAPs. Also,
Okay, why are you here today?
Collect food for the unemployed.
Are you on the unemployed food committee of the steelworkers?
Right.
Out of what local?
1397.
Where's that?
Homestead.
Homestead. That's one of the biggest mills in the valley, right?
Right.
Are they in trouble?
Definitely. I said we need a lot of help over the whole Mon Valley. You know, it's just dire need of help plus jobs. Jobs we'd definitely accept, you know. And right now I'm just trying to get everything set up so we could get a little organized.
Are you laid off now?
Yes, since December. Yeah.
Well, what do you think of Willie Stargell sharing the spotlight with steelworkers today?
Oh, terrific. I said couldn't top off a better person. He's one hell of a guy.
You expect a lot of food to be collected today?
Hope so. We're going to see how it is at the end of the game here.
Okay, well, maybe we'll check with you at the end of the game.
Thank you.
Take care. Want to get one more? How are you here today?
Honor, Willie. Honor.
And I see you got cans of food in your hand.
Yes, steelworkers.
Hey, do you know steelworkers yourself?
Yes, we know some.
Are they working?
No, none of them are working.
So you're trying to help them out today?
Sure.
I think they should have maybe promoted this a little bit more, because a lot of people who were coming through the parking lot didn't know about the food. You know, they said, what are you doing with the cans of food and things? I think if they would have promoted it and got maybe advertisement on KDKA more, I think they would have had a better response with the food, because I think everybody's willing to help out.
I think Willie Stargell came on TV and promoted this just a couple times, right? What do you think of Willie sharing the spotlight today with steelwork?
Oh, I think that's great. I think it's typical of something, you know, something that he would do.
Have you been a fan of Willie Stargell for a long time?
Sure. We got our tickets a long time ago. We didn't wait till today to buy them.
So you're going to show your appreciation for him?
And how?
Okay. You want to go ahead and put your food up? Okay, you want to go in?
Yeah, let's go. All right, go ahead.
All right, we have a steel worker here, a big, tough, brawny steel worker from Aliquippa. What's your name?
Debbie D'Antonio,
Where do you work?
J&L in Aliquippa, tin mill.
How long do you work there?
7 years.
And are you still working?
I've been laid off since March.
Did you bring some cans of food today?
Yes, I did. Like to help out all the steel workers.
How do you feel about Pop Stargell sharing the spotlight today with the steel worker?
I think that's great. He's great, and the steel workers are great.
Efforts like this have been going on for quite a while around Pittsburgh. Do you think the fact that this has been promoted today will help the Pittsburgh Community Food Bank and the Steelworkers Food Bank in the future?
Oh, yes, definitely. It has.
All right, how about this? What do you think of the problems the steelworkers face? Where do you think the problem lies?
But there's two sides to it. It's the company and the union both. They both have to come halfway, straighten everything out.
Do you think the government should intercede if they can't get it together?
Anytime the government gets mixed up with anything, it's always worse, I think.
Well, how do you think Reagan is doing as far as dealing with the crisis in unemployment?
I really have no comment, because I don't know. I did no comment.
Okay. How about your company, J&L? Are they helping out?
As much as they're helping out. What do you mean?
As far as the unemployed steelworkers drive to get food and everything?
They've made donations. I think they could do more. But the company, they say they're losing money. They're not going to give too much until they get what they want. So.
Well, you feel the steel workers are sort of left out on the limb? Holding the cans of food?
That's about it. But we'll get back. We'll get back.
As long as everybody sticks together.
Yeah, as long as we stick together.
Okay, sister, I'm a steel worker from Braddock, by the way. 1219. Glad you're in the fight with us.
Thank you.
How a lot of people are being affected, yes, it has cut back, but the problems still very much exist. We're having our hands full here because of some technical problems, but those are being taken care of, and we'd like to get back, but we also have been informed that it's not going to be as much money as it has been because the money is just not available anymore.
Willie, has this, from a team and a personal standpoint, been the type of year you can be proud to go out on, as opposed to last year? You said that's
There's no question about it. Our mind is really on baseball, as opposed to what it was last year. We knew that we were going to play baseball. We didn't know how long. We knew that that cloud above us that was following us around could, and it did, erupt and brought baseball to a stop for 50 days. And as a result of that, it left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. I don't know if indeed it's where it should be or where it was, but I feel much better about this year. I was telling someone earlier, probably the only drawback that I have about my career is Chuck never let me pinch run for a while, so.
Do you think of anything you would have done differently?
When I look back?
Yes.
No, if I had to do anything, Jack, it would probably be working a lot harder. Learning more about what it really takes to stay in tip-top condition, to try and hit as much as I could. I honestly feel, and Ted Williams and I were talking once about this idea, and I really share a lot of things if you think about hitting, but the one thing he said, if a guy could hit 5 minutes every day, he could get 300 plus every day. And if I could do that, I'd probably try and make some provisions to even if necessary hire somebody, especially in the wintertime, providing I live someplace in California or Florida to throw batting practice to them. So I have some ideas, and these are some of the things that I'd like to kind of give back, but it's no regrets in that.
Not just a regret, but what you might have done differently.
Yeah, well, those are things that I would do.
Well, you're talking about putting together maybe a sports magazine, is that right?
Me?
Some sort of sports magazine?
Is that, there's something I don't know anything about.
I thought I saw that in the interview.
No, there was some talk about me having a sports magazine show type of thing.
Oh, I see, a TV program.
TV, yeah.
Would you be aiming that show mainly towards professional athletes, or would you also include amateur?
Well, it would be what it says, if indeed it does materialize sports. Because I think it's important that not just restricted in one area. It means so much to everybody on every level. And I don't think we necessarily have to talk about winning and losing all the time.
When's it going to hit you?
To that point, and then they would beat us in the playoffs. I'd have to say Cincinnati in the early 70s.
Any numerical goals you're looking forward to before the season closes?
Well, I'm about this far from second base on an average. Stealing base about 17 bases.
us 1 second. Willie's got to be in the clubhouse by about 4:20, so we'd like to do something. One other word, we've reserved an extra booth on the 4th level for mini cams in case you need extra rooms, booth 423. And we also asked mini cams and other photographers here today, the first base position over in the Pirates dugout. We'd like to reserve that for the 2 daily papers in Pittsburgh and the 2 wire services, the people that are here with us every day. Thank you.
Willie, this represents what steel workers are going through right now because of the unemployed situation. We wanted to present this to you in extra large. It should fit you. Thank you for helping unemployed steel workers.
Thank you.
Well, this is Willie Stargell Day today, and why is it that you decided to share the spotlight with unemployed steelworkers?
Well, I think any time that you get a situation, and we're talking about the steelworkers who would certainly like to be working and unfortunately unable to work, I think we all sympathize with them, and to kind of be able to say to them that we're thinking about them and we feel for them at this particular time. Let the people kind of not just put all the emphasis on me, but kind of make some kind of contribution so we can all feel good about it today.
So you're trying to move the We Are Family philosophy all the way out to the streets of Pittsburgh?
You know, this city has meant so much to me, and I recognize what is happening, how it's happening. It's unfortunate, but I think, you know, when we look back on the old times, and I'm an old country boy, when something went wrong, the community kind of got together and we helped the person down the road, took food over, and whatever it was because we was concerned. And to be able to do that in some kind of form, I think all of us feel a little bit better knowing that we've done something in a position where someone can benefit or be helped and feel good about it.
Do you have any advice for unemployed steelworkers?
Hang in there, and I'm sure that prayers will be the answer. There's no question about it.
Thanks a lot, Will.
Sure thing.
Big family, so I think it's a good idea. He did.
All right. Okay, we have here Kevin Koch. Okay, we have here Kevin Koch. He's the Pittsburgh Parrot, and he's also a former welder. And he's been in Pittsburgh for how many years, Kevin?
This is my 4th year with the Pirates.
And you're, what I wanted to ask you, Kevin, is what do you think of the fact that Willie Stargell is sharing the spotlight with unemployed steelworkers on a benefit day like today?
I think it's great. There's not enough of it, and the more that we can get together as a community, the better off everybody will be. I know it's tough, you know, when there's no work, and this is a plus for everybody.
Are you also doing other benefits as the Parrot in other parts of the town?
Yeah, I am. On September 19th, I'll be up in the Trona Heights, Brackenridge, Tarentum area for the steel workers. They're going to have some bands in that's going to raise some money. I'm going to go up and pull with some people, and we're going to have just a good old time up there. So.
What advice do you have for unemployed steel workers these days?
Hang in there. It's just like a slump in baseball when you're not hitting. It's the same thing when you're not working. You know, things are going to get better. They have to. Weighted eyed, it's easy to say, it's harder to do, you know, but being unemployed myself for a long time, I just could find work wherever I could, you know, but things will break, the smoke will clear.
Okay, hopefully today will be a turning point. Have you known Willie Stargell, have you gotten to know Willie Stargell since being the Pittsburgh Parrot?
Very well. Willie's a tremendous man, and the thing that really touched me today the most probably is when I was 9 years old, it was 1962, I seen Willie Stargell play his first baseball game, and since then I've grew up with him through the years, you know, and when I got the job as the Parrot, and got to meet Willie, you know, personally, and got to be a friend of his, it was really something special, and he's added a lot to my life.
What was the experience as a welder? What was that like for you? Where did you weld, and how did you like it?
I think it got me into the Parrot thing pretty good because I'm used to the heat now, being in the suit. I only got a lot of sparks going down my back now. I welded for a while down at Clareton, light gauge aluminum, MIG, TIG, and stuff like that. It was a good living, and this came along, and I always thought, you know, I could fall back on welding. Well, this opportunity here I couldn't grab, you know, again, so I'll be the bird as long as I can.
So you might be back at Clarendon if things pick up again.
I hope so, yeah.
Thanks a lot, Chris.
Willie Stargell Day. The mayor of the city of Pittsburgh, Mr. Calligary, has so proclaimed the day, as have the county commissioners. We met Dr. Hunt, representing the county commissioners today. Now I'd like to welcome the special assistant to the Commissioner of Baseball for a few words. Here is Monty Irving. Monty? Never in the history of baseball has a player been more loved, adored, respected than Willie Stargell. Not only by the players, fans here in Pittsburgh, but baseball people all over the country, all over the world. On behalf of the baseball commissioners, and he would certainly want to be here today. He's out of the country promoting baseball. He asked me to commend and congratulate Willie for just a magnificent career, both on and off the field. Willie, you've been some kind of a fella, and we're all very proud of you. I haven't talked to Willie about what his plans are after retirement, but I'm sure a suitable high position will be found to, well, it's something that will, you know, his talents are so good, I'm certain there will be some kind of executive position found for you. So again, on behalf of baseball and all of us, I just want to say congratulations. We love you. Continue good luck and good health for all the years to come. Well, I want to bring you to the microphone now because we have a special gentleman who is on the telephone. If it works as we planned, you should be able to hear him here and talk to him here. Hello? Mr. Stargell? Yes. The United States for you. Talk through with him. Understand that Eric is listening in on this. If you don't mind, I need to talk to him 2 minutes. Oh, hello, you all do it. Yep. I'm calling because I wanted to join you in the reason we really started. See, it is interesting to me today. Not only are the Pirates retiring number 8, Connor, retiring first. You know, 1949, I wish someone had retired first base for me. I was playing in a charity football game out in baseball game out in Hollywood. The fellow at first base tripped me and broke my leg in 6 places. I've avoided first base ever since. Willie has gotten all sorts of awards from the sports world. He's also received recognition for his work with television. That's where I met him when he came to speak to me out at one day. I'd like to say just a few words about Willie's decency and courage individual. To me, he's one of the heroes that has made baseball great. Willie has overcome racism, overcome pain, and he has not lost his compassion and humor. Yes, that is a mark of one of the great players. He is a leader. I know that at the end of the season, only the team, all of you there in the stands are going to miss Stargell. Willie just couldn't let this ceremony go by. Only again, my warmest. Just say God bless you. Now get out there and play ball. You're not retired yet.
President, for you to take time out of your busy schedule, all the troubles I'm sure you're faced with, I consider this a tremendous honor. And to have it coming from you, to share here your feelings, thank you very much, sir.
Able to participate in this ceremony. No, I tested everything to all of you.
Thank you again.
And Willie, thank you for letting us eavesdrop on your very private conversation with the president. I want to apologize to this next guest for having to bring him up next. You have to follow the President of the United States. Just the way the program worked out, I'm sure you won't mind. Would you please welcome the President of the National League? Here is Jeff Phoenix. Thank you. That's kind of a tough act to follow. This is certainly a well-deserved and happy day for Willie Stargell Day. It's a sad day, though, for a lot of us, because it means we're not going to be able to see Willie play for much longer. On behalf of the National League, I'd like to congratulate Willie on his great career and thank him for how much he's meant to the Pirates, the city of Pittsburgh, the National League, and baseball. Have a good life. Do what you want to do. Be happy. We'll see you at the Hall of Fame. Now representing the Pittsburgh Pirates, Captain Club, it's a great deal of pleasure to introduce Harold Fowler. Harold?
Willie Stargell. First of all, I want to say that I love the sky like my second father. It is only fitting on this Willie Stargell Day that you begin a very special moment because of your friendship and compassion to my father, while both of you were Pirate teammates. I am proud.
Alcoa, Allegheny International, Emco, Copperwell, Cyclops, Gulf, H.H. Robertson, H.J. Hines, Joey Manufacturing, Copper, LP Foster, National Steel, Rockwell International, United States Steel Corporation, Westinghouse Electric, and Willie Pittsburgh Steel. Willie, congratulations on your tremendous contribution to our community.
you, like myself, can make a great indentation into civilization and do things because you want to. Pittsburgh is the only city who has been able to help me live another dream, helping sick kids who suffer an awful lot. As a result of this, you've provided an awful lot of money, time, and I want to thank you at this particular moment. Pittsburgh, I don't care what nobody says. You talk about the potholes and a lot of other things, and I complain as well. But there's no greater joy, and I may sound like a broken record. I come in last night early this morning and through the tunnel. This city opened up with its arms, and I felt at home. I want to forever be not only a part of the community, but as a part of you, as you will be a part of me. I can't even begin to tell you what this hour has meant. You people, I love you, and I hope. I hope you young kids coming along today will realize that the dream is to be what you want it to be. And I've been allowed to live my dream. And as a result of this, I know that I can go on to other endeavors in the field of helping and sharing and caring. And because this education I've got has come right here in the city of Pittsburgh. Thank you, good brother.